credit, and you don't have to be at 30% and then get pushed over 30% to get the negative, right? You could be at 50%, and then something happens, whether you spend something or they lower your credit limit, and now you're at an 80% credit utilization. That's going to negatively impact your credit score, right? You just want the highest point you want to be, ideally, is at 30%. That doesn't mean that's where you want to stick and stay. You know, if you got to use that card, right? It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. So, a reduction in your credit limit could absolutely cause your credit score to go down. Maybe you spent a little more. So, and it got not necessarily stuck on your credit report, but it's on your credit report. So even if you paid it, then that could be an issue for you, make your credit score go down a little bit. And when I'm talking about this too, this is a catch-22 for people. So the two individuals I talked about that actually pay their credit cards off every month. What happens, or what could happen when you become and you get caught in the catch-22 is this. So you think, okay, on my credit report, it's going to show 0 every month because I always pay it every month, and it's going to be 0. That's not necessarily the case. And the reason is because the time that the credit bureaus actually update, the time that your account and the company you deal with actually reports to the credit bureau could be not in conflict, but they could be different and they could be missing each other. For example, I have a credit card. It has a recurring charge on it for $9.99 every month. You can probably guess what that is, right? It has a recurring charge every month of $9.99. I've told this story before. When it shows up in my mailbox, because I make them send me a statement, when it shows up in my mailbox is at the corner. It's not, attached to my home like some places, right? It's at the corner, at the street. So I go, I get it, I see that it is. I don't even open it sometimes, right? I immediately get my phone out, I set it with my bank account, and it's paid the next day. So I'm paying it 10, 15 days before it's even due and whatnot. But every month, my credit report shows I owe $9 on that particular credit card every month. It never has a balance as far as I'm concerned on it because I always pay it and I pay it early. So that has to deal with when that credit card company is reporting to TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian what my balance is, and then also when FICO is updating. So there's some time in there where it's missing each other and it's not getting like the accurate what's happening today information if it's a 0 balance or whatnot. So that can happen to individuals, and so you may think you have a 0 balance that's showing up in your credit bureaus every month, but sometimes it's not. That's the catch-22 you find yourself in, and that could impact your credit for sure. And then if you started using a newer card and doing this as far as paying it off and whatnot, it could still be landing on your credit report. And then sometimes maybe it lands on there, and then other months it doesn't land on there and show that you have a balance. That could be an issue. That could be an issue for you. At the same time, another thing could be an issue, that if you're always doing that and it's always showing a 0 balance, and it's been like that for 3, 4, 5, 6 years, the credit bureau has no idea if you're using this card at all. FICO has no idea if you're using this card at all. That could actually hurt you. It could potentially hurt you on your credit. It could hurt you from getting to the next level. So every once in a while, you might want to leave a little piece, a little balance on there so the credit bureau can pick it up and say, oh, okay, yeah, this person is using their credit card. Will your credit score go down for you having a little bit of balance and you haven't had one in 5, 6 years? Potentially, it might go down some. But again, if it's not more than 10 points, nothing to worry about. But the upside to that is that the credit bureaus may say, okay, so this person used it, and they paid it back down to 0. We're going to give them a bump in credit in scores, right? That's something you want to look at and look out for sure. And then there might be a change of categories. This is something else that could be hurting you, and you have no idea. You have no idea. You don't know what these categories is, but like one of the bigger categories is that maybe everybody haven't filed bankruptcy, but if you ever filed bankruptcy and now you are in, let's say, your 5th year, the credit bureaus have these categories. It's like, okay, and they're comparing you to other people that have filed bankruptcy. So now you're in a different, for them, you're in a different category. So you got bankruptcy people. These people filed 2 years ago. These people filed, how are they doing with their credit and whatnot? But then you hit that 5-year plateau. And if you filed a, Chapter 13, it's going to come off of your credit report in 7 years. You hit that 5-year plateau. Now you're being judged and compared to people that filed a Chapter 13, and they're in the 5-year category. Now, let's say your bankruptcy that you filed 10 years ago falls off. You filed a bankruptcy, a BK7, Chapter 7, and it takes 10 years for it to come off your credit report. Now, you've been working on your credit. You got a decent credit score. It couldn't go so far, only go so far because you had the bankruptcy on there. But now you've hit, 10 years and 2 months, and it's gone. Your bankruptcy is gone. So the credit bureaus are still comparing you to people that have formally filed bankruptcy. So then that could be an issue for you when it comes to your score as well. So there's a lot of caveats that come to this. But know this, there are some fundamental things that you can do. Fundamental things that you can do to raise your credit scores. And if you need some help, what you're going to do, you're going to contact me at 800 Credit Score Man. Hit me up. Email me at 800@creditscoreman.com. I got some more shout outs. End of the show, you guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for indulging me today on this, and come back next week as well. So I got some more shout outs right here. Terrence DeRusso. Actually, that's the person that said, "Amen, you're going to shout out yourself." Happy birthday to you, brother. He celebrated his birthday, Terrence DeRusso. Corlin Kilpatrick, one of my frat brothers, he celebrates his birthday. Kim Holmes. Happy birthday to you, Kim Holmes. She celebrates her birthday. My Sands, my Deuce, Kappa Psi Fraternity Incorporated, Deuce of the 14 Nights, George Collins, celebrates his birthday tomorrow. I will talk to you tomorrow. I'll see you on Zoom tomorrow, G Collins. One of my godchildren, Drake Hudson, is going to be turning 17 years old. So I want to say happy birthday to you, Drake. Keep it up, man. And I'm going to call her the world famous. The world famous Billy Payne celebrates her birthday on September the 1st, I believe it is. So there's a show that comes on Friday nights, 11 o'clock Eastern. You can see it on Facebook. So, and it's late night cyber hour, talking shots, and Billy Payne is one of the co-hosts on this particular show. And so you guys, first of all, you guys check them out. You check them out. Rico Smooth, Al Payne, Billy Payne. All these people are related to Ray Tadal Watson. Y'all go check that show out on Friday nights on Facebook. And I usually share the show. I listen to them all the time, so I usually share the show. So you can go to my page and check them out. But yep, she celebrates her birthday on September the 1st. So happy birthday to you, Billy Payne. Hey, you guys, thanks for coming in and listening to the show. I got an anniversary thing to get to for Uncle Skippy and Aunt Unetta, and a birthday thing to get to for Dolores Garrett. So I want to say, you know how I got to do before I get out of here. Kobe, Cameron, and Carter. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm out.